welcome back to Chasing the Target. What a day for Australia it was supposed to be. Unfortunately, बारिश के वजह से थोड़ा डे काफी दिन आधा से ज्यादा दिन रुक गया. बारिश एक्सट्रीमली ज्यादा पड़ने की वजह से आई थिंक 4:45 PM अनाउंस कर दिया था कि भाई मैच आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता. इंग्लैंड एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच फिर हॉल्ट हो गया ड्यू टू रेन. इट्स बिन अ बिग प्रॉब्लम. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज दैट अगर मैनचेस्टर में इंग्लैंड जीत जाती थी तो फिर आज क्या होता था. सो आई मीन incredible batting, first of all, from David Warner and Usman Khawaja. Zabardast partnership, 135 run stand without being, taken a wicket. Slow nahi khele, zyada fast nahi khele. Usman Khawaja, obviously, the defensive of both of them. ज़्यादा defensively Usman Khawaja खेले, but I think David Warner का मैं यही बोल रहा था, कल से बोल रहा हूँ कि भाई David Warner will probably score because he has been looking in very good nick, and 58 is right now in front of us, and maybe he's on his way to get 100 in the Ashes for this Ashes, at least for the first time. And I think it's been an incredible display of batting. Both rock solid थी, defense both rock solid, attacking थी. They didn't let the England bowler settle at one point. कहीं भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि कोई bowler इन लोगों की ले रहा था. Particularly Jimmy Anderson थोड़े बहुत रन ज्यादा लीक कर दिए, and then इसके बाद तो स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड का लास्ट डे ऑफ क्रिकेट in Stuart Broad as he came in to bat with Jimmy Anderson. अच्छा पिक्चर था. Both the legends Jimmy Anderson, Stuart Broad कंधे में हाथ डाल के चल रहे थे, and then ऑस्ट्रेलिया के जो प्लेयर्स थे, again it shows you the amount of respect. हाँ भाई, rivalry होना चाहिए. Rivalry is all good and fun and games. सब मजा आता है भाई rivalry देखने के लिए, but जो mutual respect होती है एक जब आप you're playing against an opposition, but you have to respect the game of the legend. I mean, Stuart Broad 600 wickets in Test. I don't know if we'll be able to see that. According to Michael Vaughan, at least he says कि probably हमें फिर नहीं देखने को मिलेगा ऐसा 600 wicket वाला एक bowler या कुछ. And again, it was good to see Jimmy Anderson, Stuart Broad taking the last leap. Possibly together होता था अगर जिमी एंडरसन अनाउंस करते थे, बट जिमी एंडरसन बोल रहे हैं कि मैं तो कहीं नहीं जा रहा अभी. आई वांट टू प्ले मोर क्रिकेट, एंड या आई थिंक ही स्टिल फिट इनफ टू प्ले, बट नॉट गेटिंग द लाइन 9 in and ready. From Australia's point of view, I think it was a fantastic day. सही जवाब था to everybody, including myself. I think जिस तरीके का क्रिकेट खेले, जिस तरीके की बैटिंग करे, perfect way. Finally, no more slow approach. Finally, not being extra ultra defensive, and थोड़ा बहुत pressure अपने ऊपर डाल दे रहे थे rather than like hitting out and getting runs. This is exactly what Australia needed in the first innings, rather in the fourth test as well, where Australia went into the defensive approach. ज़्यादा balls waste करने लगे, ज़्यादा time just for the weather to get better. कि हाँ भाई धूप आ जाएंगी तो मैं बैट कर सकूंगा. It wasn't working for them. Labuschagne जिस तरीके से 82 balls में 9 runs मारे थे, it wasn't working out. But today जिस तरीके से ball 1 से उस्मान ख्वाजा, डेविड वार्नर काउंटर करने की जगह काउंटर करे. Obviously जब ऑस्ट्रेलिया बैट करने आए, immediately धूप निकलना शुरू हो गई, which will a positive sign for them, but they took it by both the hands. 135 runs, ऐसा लग रहा था कि आज 200 मार ही लेंगे, 220 तो मार ही लेंगे ऑस्ट्रेलिया. Again, there was a very good batting display. Incredible to see how things change within the series. I think काफी टाइम से ऑस्ट्रेलिया जिस तरीके से बैटिंग कर रही थी और अब जिस तरीके से आज particularly because they needed that much. They needed 383 to win है. So the way they came out today, perfect plan execution. Lunch तक they were already 100. I think 100 something, and then post lunch I think फिर बारिश तो शुरू हो गई, and it quite spoiled the momentum. अब लास्ट डे पे कैसा रहेगा आउटफील्ड, लास्ट डे पे बारिश होगी या नहीं होगी, इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये है. वरना ऑस्ट्रेलिया will probably win the Ashes at the end of the day, and draw का भी chances नहीं रहने वाला है. So thank you for joining me, Ibrahim bhai. Ibrahim bhai says Aussies winning tomorrow, or will the match end in a draw? Again, it's all about the rain. Ibrahim bhai अभी नहीं बोल सकते, बारिश छम 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 बोल रही है, and अगर बारिश नहीं हुई तो then definitely I think Australia is well on reverse, depending upon who, if England comes up with a good bowling attack. But if they counter like this, how they have been today, I think Australia are well on their way to a win, because they need about 200 plus runs right now. 249 runs are left in the armory to get, and it's gettable. 90 overs है अगर हुए पहले. अगेन वही है ना प्रॉब्लम के बारिश की वजह से आप ज्यादा बोल नहीं पाएंगे कि भाई ये टीम जीतेगी या वो टीम हारेगी. एंड देन इंग्लैंड में ऐसे वेपन्स है, वुड्स है, वोक्स है, कहीं ना कहीं हिंट ऑफ मूवमेंट अगर मिल गया, then match palat bhi sakta, right? Like if Labuschagne, Smith, you have seen the Australia's technically collapsed in the middle order, right? Steve Smith and then Alex Carey, Mitch Marsh, dependable hain, yes, when they get going, but if they don't get going and there's sort of a collapse in the middle, then that's where the problem is. So I think it's hard to say, But if they bat how they did today, and even Labuschagne and these guys come out being a little bit more attacking than what they were, then it will be fun to watch. Then it'll probably, you could say, कि हाँ भाई Australia are well on their word. But today, the way Khwaja and Warner were building the innings, I think towards the end of the day, I would definitely say कि भाई Australia might have been at the 220 mark easily, man. Because lunch तक ही 100 बना लिए, तो फिर टी तक another 100 ऐड कर लो आप, या टी के beyond भी अगर आप 100 ऐड कर लो, then the last 10-20 overs you get 20 runs something, 220 230 on the cards, another 160 to go. It's gettable. It's gettable completely. Tomorrow, if they get 90 overs, then it's gettable as well. But we'll have to wait again whether allow करता है. Bowlers अगर कुछ magic spark करते हैं, तो we'll definitely see. And yes, exactly. Prod will definitely give his all tomorrow, as it's his last day for England in an England shirt, and it's gonna be a little bit emotional for him. I'm pretty sure he's already welled up today. When he was coming out, there was a guard of honor for Stuart Broad from the Australian team. A very beautiful sight. Jimmy Anderson, him side by side. Two legends of England cricket, one from Lancashire, one from I think Northamptonshire, and it's just been Nottinghamshire, and it's just been a delight to watch Chris Broad. 6 छक्के खाने के बाद जिस तरीके से he's come back, revived his career. Yuvraj Singh, obviously Indians के memory में, unfortunately most of the Indians remember him because of the 6 sixes, and Flintoff घस लिया था असल वो, but yeah, Stuart Broad had to pay the price. 600 wickets in Test, 178 wickets in ODIs, and T20 में 65 wickets. I think that's like 700, 800 wickets. I mean, a phenomenal career. Then Test में he had 169, his highest 3,647 runs, an average of like what 18 probably. But for a bowler, it's good. It gives him variation in his game, variety in his game, versatility in his game. So. Definitely, it's going to be fun to see Stuart Broad and what he does tomorrow. And अगर उन्हें David Warner को out कर लिया, so he'll be wicket number 18 of David Warner that Stuart Broad takes with him. So that's also a very big possibility that we see. Also tomorrow is the India West Indies third ODI. Again, a lot of what will happen. क्या करने वाले, will Rohit and Virat Kohli play? Will we be able to bounce back from that defeat? Obviously, I mean the most positive way to look at it is हाँ भाई, it will probably be able to bounce back. इंडिया के क्रिकेटर्स इतने भी बुरे नहीं हैं. ऑब्वियसली काफी चैनल्स पे, काफी न्यूज पे पुकारा हुआ है ऑलरेडी इंडिया के पीछे कि भाई ये क्या टीम है, क्या नहीं है, कैसा खेलते, स्टफ लाइक दैट. बट विद द वैरायटी दैट वी हैव एंड क्वालिटी दैट वी हैव, I do believe that we should give them a long string. But the problem only ये है कि एशिया कप एंड वर्ल्ड कप being close is that's why अपनी पब्लिक ज्यादा उछल रही है कि भाई एशिया वर्ल्ड कप को 2 ही महीने हैं, तो आप एक ही महीना आप तो एशिया कप को, तो आप कैसा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, ये करे वो करे. अगर देवर मोर bilateral series coming ahead, then maybe it would have been a little bit of a different perspective. But given the point that competition is coming up strong and very soon, it's going to be fun to see how India bounce back. I think it'll be more or less the same team. Sanju Samson will have to play tomorrow, because if he doesn't get another chance, then people again will question ke bhai lambi rassi and all of that. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma not playing. I can't really see that, because then I think again it'll be a question of why did Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma not go back to India and probably just chill. I mean, West Indies में भी chill ही कर सकते, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, but or probably go and play a little bit domestic or something like that. But I don't know. Let's see. I mean, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma की entry दिख भी रही है, नहीं भी दिख रही है. Maybe they could just go with the same team and hope that this younger team wins tomorrow and stuff like that. It is a possibility. Ibrahim bhai, you say Sky plays tomorrow or drop him so Rohit and Kohli can return. I mean, if you drop Sky, then who are you going to drop for Virat? If Rohit is coming up, so with Virat, you probably have to for Virat Kohli to enter the team. Maybe you'll have to drop Sanju Samson. And I don't think Sanju Samson. So Ishan Kishan will play for sure. Shubman Gill again will have another go. Hardik Pandya will get dropped for Rohit. I don't think so. Maybe you could. I don't see a change, to be very frank. Uh, yeah, I don't see a change. But like if Rohit Sharma is coming in for Surya Kumar Yadav, then who will we drop for Virat Kohli? Maybe Akshar Patel. But then again, Akshar Patel just got the one match. फिर लाई कई को ना लाइक खिलाने के लिए 3 ओडीआई है, तो आप पहले ही 3 ओडीआई के लिए फिर आप इतने चेंजेस करे कई को. सो maybe I think they'll just go with the same team, give them another chance to go at it, because Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma are in good nick when you compare it to these guys. So definitely they do probably deserve another shout out and another chance. So we'll have to wait and watch कि क्या होगा 11. Interesting तो यही होगा कि अगर रोहित शर्मा विराट कोहली फिर बैठे हैं, which I am expecting it to happen. एक मैच से कुछ मालूम नहीं होता, will be what Dravid and रोहित शर्मा से. एंड अगेन इट्स अ यंग टीम, हार्दिक पांड्या लीड कर रहा था, जीत सकते थे, ये नहीं बोल सकते कि नहीं जीत सकते थे, अगर एवरीबॉडी जस्ट वाज अ लिटिल बिट मोर पेशेंट एंड सॉर्ट ऑफ अंडरस्टूड द लूज बॉल्स, कौन से बॉल डिप हो रही, कौन से बॉल स्टे कर रही, तो थोड़ा पेशेंस अगर खेले तो प्रॉब्ली दे कुड हैव गॉट 100. शुभमन गिल वाज वेल ऑन हिज वे टू 100. आई डोंट नो व्हाई ही थ्रू हिज विकेट अवे, बट apart from that, like I more or less feel that it's going to be the similar Indian cricket team. Uh, you could, I don't know, like I don't think Umran Malik will get dropped, or maybe you could see maybe from the bowlers, you could see maybe some changes coming in, maybe but Mukesh Kumari hai khali. Shardul Thakur will stay, Kuldeep Bhai will stay, Jadeja will stay, Surya Kumar will stay, Samsung Gill more or less मेरे को तो सेम ही दिख रही. I don't know, Prema, if you don't agree with me or something. Maybe if you think Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli come, let me know. But I to feel like more or less it'll be the same team from the last game. From West Indies perspective, I think winning combination hai, so they won't change anything. I think it'll be the same team for West Indies as well. Now for Umran Malik, maybe Jadhav or Nutkat could come inside and get an opportunity. I feel, or because Siraj to hai nahi, and maybe Chahal could also, you could see either Chahal or Jadhav or Nutkat, because Shardul Thakur is there and Mukesh Kumar is there. But Umran has been getting beaten up and he's been very sloppy in the field. So maybe you could change Umran Malik, or maybe they'll give another chance to Umran Malik. I don't know. This is the only like doubt I have on Umran Malik, because fielding में भी काफी sloppy था, काफी coming to the ball slow थी उसके. He didn't come to the ball and wasn't very agile in the field as well. So I think maybe I can see Umran Malik being dropped for Jadav Unadkat, or another spinner like Yuzvendra Chahal to get a final match, because Kuldeep Yadav has been bowling sensationally. Jiddu Bhai has been bowling good. He's also decent with his bat. So the only change maybe I can foresee is probably Umran Malik getting out, and probably Jadav coming in, or maybe another spinner is being added, because of the way the West Indies are struggling against the spinners particularly. Because आप देख लो जब शेर होप और दूसरे बॉय का नाम क्या था यार अपना जो खेला, Carty, yeah, Carty, and when they were morely struggling against Kuldeep Yadav. They were playing him slowly, steadily. So I think Yuzvendra Chahal is good in sort of ball को slow करके थोड़ा मारने को देना, like allowing the batsman to come and free his arms. That's what Yuzvendra Chahal is capable to do. So if you have a deep mid wicket or people on the boundaries, maybe catch out in the deep is a possibility. And what you usually see at the Chinnaswamy, what Chahal does best, maybe that's a possibility. I think Umran Malik should be given another chance if he is being considered for World Cup. Otherwise, can be dropped for a nut cut. He might be. I mean, he could be considered, but again, आप जो बात कल बोले मेरे को कि लेफ्ट आर्मर भी होना जरूरी है. So nut cut from that aspect, because you already have Shami, Swaraj, and Bumrah. Now Asia Cup will be an important ground to see how Bumrah is adapting. And if you need a left arm angle, then nut cut will come in. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because Onatkat should at least get one match to play. I know he did play the test. Maybe they would probably say कि भाई इसने test matches खेला, उसको ODI का chance दे दो. So वो situation में maybe Umran stays, but maybe they could even get another spinner. So that also is a possibility. And with India, you don't know, man. After this first ODI to second ODI जो variation हुई टीम में, उसके बाद से तो बोलना भी डर हो रहा कि क्या हो सकता. So I would probably keep the same 11. Maybe the only change I would do is bring out Umran Malik and get another bowler. Or not just give Umran Malik another chance. Even I'm fine with that. But the only chance I can see is Umran. Otherwise, maybe Virat and Rohit might not play. They'll stick with their gut. Give the youngster the backing. वो लंबी रस्सी बोल के डालेंगे 2 matches का. Samsung will get another opportunity. Sky will get another opportunity. Hardik again will lead. So I think it's more or less the same. The only thing is Umran. Now coming to tomorrow, England Australia again. बहुत मजा आने वाला है देखने में. अगर मैच हुआ बारिशों के बहुत there is a very big possibility for it raining tomorrow as well, but it would be a good finish to see the entire day of play happening. It'll be fun to see how Australia bat it out. 200 and how many runs are left here? 240, 250, yeah, 249 runs are left tomorrow in the day to make, and थोड़ा but at least 2 sessions of cricket भी अगर मिला उसमें मारने की कोशिश करेंगे ऑस्ट्रेलिया, because they'll want to finish the game quicker. बट आज जो बैटिंग थी भाई, आज जो स्ट्रोक प्ले, आज जो बाउंड्रीज मारे ख्वाजा एंड वार्नर, आई थिंक आई वाज मोर हैप्पी टू सी वार्नर गेट अ कपल ऑफ रन्स अंडर हिज बेल्ट. कल मैं बोला था कि भाई वार्नर सेंचुरी मार सकता है, एंड आज मार सकता था, बट अगेन पूरा दिन हुआ नहीं. सो it'll be very fun to see Warner get a century just before. It'll be good for his confidence going into the, I don't know if he's going to get into the World Cup, but let's see. I mean, how he's going to perform there. And Usman Khwaja again, class. I think he's the highest run scorer right now in the series. Zach Rowley was at 480. Usman Khwaja was at 480 at one stage. I think currently Usman Khwaja is the player of the tournament, is the most highest run getter in the tournament, and he's just been phenomenal. Centuries, 70s, 80s. He's very good. This whole year, I think, has been a year of Usman Khwaja. Got a century in Asia, in India as well. So it's been a very good क्या बोलते हैं, change for his career. Things have looked up, and it's just been a delight to watch him bat. The patience that he brings, the technique that he brings, the way he leaves the ball, reads the game. It's been an spectacular year for Usman Khwaja, and probably will just get better with the years to come. David Warner again. It's been a topsy turvy kind of an year for him. South Africa क्या gets 200 मारा, फिर उसके बाद back to back थोड़ा fail हुआ इंडिया में, उसके बाद डाउट्स थे कि भाई उसको टीम में रखेंगे या नहीं रखेंगे टीम में। बट ऑब्वियसली आई मीन लेजेंड या जो भी आप बोलो क्रिकेटिंग के लिए भी और ऑल्सो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए, इन टर्म्स ऑफ दे डोंट फॉरगेट फॉर्म इज लाइक temporary classes permanent kind of situation here with David Warner. And you could see today he was very roaring to go. He really wanted to show people that he still got it, and good amount of shot, good counter attacking from both of them. Didn't let the England bowler settle. एक बार इंग्लैंड बॉलर आपके दिमाग में सेटल हो गए, फिर निकालना मुश्किल है, जो अपन फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में देखा। और फर्स्ट इनिंग्स से सेकंड इनिंग्स में जब कॉन्ट्रास्ट दिख रहा आपको, it's phenomenal. Good to see Moeen Ali, giving it all as well, in probably in his last test as well. Retirement से बाहर आके Moeen Ali अभी Ashes खेल रहे, so I think it's good to see Moeen Ali coming and giving it despite having a groin injury. Groin injury is one of the most अनोइंग इंजरीज होते हैं, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली आप कुछ कूद नहीं सकते, आप कुछ ज्यादा भाग नहीं सकते। बट मोइन अली को एक दिन का रेस्ट इसलिए दिया गया था ताकि ही कैन कम बैक एंड सॉर्ट ऑफ मेक थिंग्स वर्क। एंड आई थिंक ही डन अ फैंटास्टिक जॉब। 29 रन्स 28 रन्स बैटिंग में मारे, एंड अभी बॉलिंग आके 5 ओवर करे, सो इट्स अ गुड थिंग to see. Do you think India need an off spinner for the World Cup? Because the best option Washington is an Asian game squad. So I think they should go with Chahal, Kuldeep, Akshar, and Jadeja. I think, yeah, Jadeja is already there as an off spinner. Off spin option, and he's the best right now, right? So I mean, for Aksar, it's just उसकी bowling उतनी great नहीं रही। I mean, he's not been convincing. I know India again थोड़ा बहुत skid हो सकती है उसकी bowling, but when it's in October and there'll probably be conditions which might be tough to grip also. I don't know how Aksar will probably do. चाहल एंड कुलदीप यस एक्सपीरियंस है, जबरदस्त है, बट अक्सर पटेल लेटली आप देखो उसकी बॉलिंग काफी इजी प्लेएबल भी हो रही है। ही डजंट गेट मच टर्न व्हेन यू कंपेयर इट, लाइक जडेजा तो भी कभी टर्न करा ले सकता बॉल, बट अक्सर मेरे को लगता है खाली। एंड अगेन लास्ट ओडिया में आप देखो खाली 2 ही ओवर दिए उसको, ज्यादा उसको बॉलिंग भी नहीं दिया, सो इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू असेस। बट एज अ बैटिंग ऑप्शन डेफिनेटली अक्षर पटेल वुड बी कंसिडर्ड एज वेल, which is sad to see what our batting has come to, where we have to sort of depend on Ashwin, Akshar and stuff. And Ibrahim भाई आप ही कल बोले थे कि probably Ashwin को भी consider कर सकते थे। I don't know man, like if they consider Ashwin or not just before the World Cup, but it'll be fun to see. Again, 24th September तक time extension करा के India will wait. Asia Cup will be the best place कि अपन उसको assess कर सकते हैं। Sri Lankan condition will be more or less similar to India, not exactly similar maybe, but more or less similar. October again will be different. या बोथ आर लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन, राइट आर्म स्पिनर की जरूरत आई डोंट नो उतनी रहेंगी या नहीं रहेंगी। अपने पेस बॉलर्स अच्छे अच्छे, अगर बुमराह सेटल हो गया तो सिराज शामी बुमराह विल बी अ गुड कॉम्बिनेशन टू सी। देन यू गॉट हार्दिक पांड्या इफ ही इज फिट, मीडियम पेसर अच्छा है। आई थिंक वन स्पिनर शुड बी फाइन। आई एम नॉट लुकिंग टू मच इनटू द स्पिन थिंग। राइट आर्म में से तो वॉशिंगटन सुंदर अगेन ही हैज एन इंजरी एज वेल, राइट, सो दैट्स व्हाई ही लेफ्ट। एंड अगेन आप जैसा बोले एशियन गेम्स वाले जो है दे विल नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड फॉर थिंग। आई थिंक एशिया कप नहीं, T20 में भी आई थिंक ये जो वेस्ट इंडीज की T20 वाली मैच है, आई थिंक रवि बिश्नोई भी है उसमें। सो आई थिंक T20 के स्क्वाड में भी आई थिंक थोड़े बहुत आपको probably दिखने को मिलेगा। आई डोंट नो इफ दे कंसिडर एनीवन फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप, we'll have to wait and see about that, but there is I think Ravi Bishnoi, there's Jaiswal as well, there's Tilak Verma also, and yeah I think there'll be a few people, but I don't think anyone might be considered for the World Cup. It'll be different because the T20 format, and then again the whole T20 format cross format fiasco will start. But at this point of time, I think yeah maybe if the only right-hander that you can think of is Ashwin, but I don't know if he will come into play at all. We'll need to wait again. Asia Cup will be the perfect way to understand कि कौन से डायरेक्शन में इंडिया जा रही है and what they probably require. And again injuries है वो का भी डर है, तो उसमें भी अपने को मालूम होगा कि भाई क्या हो सकता, कौन आ सकता, क्या होने वाला है and stuff like that. But yeah again it's कल का तो मैच हो जान दो, उसके बाद कुछ प्रसिद्ध भी आया नहीं। I don't think Prasidh Krishna is going to be considered ahead because he is fully fit, but how much cricket has he played I don't know. Will they bring someone from like एकदम I know उन्हें एकदम से shockingly चले भी गया था after injury, उसके बाद वापस आना I don't know again. Already bringing a guy from injury where Jasprit Bumrah has been taking 2 years to come, so I think already एक guy who's half and half, अभी दो half and half को लेके जाने का fitness के तरफ से fully fit, but again adaptability, directly coming and playing the World Cup, it has happened in India in the past. I'm not saying it's not happened, बट आई डोंट नो प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा का कितना कंसिडरेशन होगा. बट अगेन वही बोल रहा हूँ मैं आपको, एशिया कप विल बी द परफेक्ट यार्ड स्टिक टू मेजर के what direction India is going, what they require, and if there's any injuries, then you can perfectly. And then again, KL Iyer ka ya abhi nahi malum. So there's so many things that, like right now, from an Indian point of view, you can't pinpoint ke bhai this team is going to go, that team is going to go. Again, you have KL and Iyer waiting. You need to see if Surya Kumar tomorrow performs, Lakshar Patel tomorrow performs, will some Samson performs. So you need to really understand that Ishan Kishan kal fail ho gaya, to fir sawal hoga कि भाई ये consistent नहीं है. So इंडिया की टीम अभी कुछ नहीं बोल सकते भाई. आई एम टेलिंग यू, लाइक यू प्रॉब्ली जस्ट बिफोर द मैच वन यू बी लाइक अरे ये टीम कैसा खिला दिया, ये ऐसी टीम है इंडिया की. सो it's going to be difficult, but we'll just have to wait and watch. But yeah, watch ke alawa, tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow I will be back for the review for the last day for the Ashes, entire Ashes 5 test matches that we went through. Fantastic series. I think it's going to be interesting to watch the last day. Hopefully, if it happens. Tilak Verma, Jaiswal, and Bishnoi all are in the Asian Games also. Are bhai, Asian Games squad ki team all better dikh rahi hai right now, to be frank. But yeah, I think then you can consider none of these guys going into the squad. Prasidh Krishna, then I think he's more or less out of the squad, even if he's not even being considered for the Asian Games. So I don't think he will come in. Yeah, it's probably वही होने वाला है. It will be more or less same thing. Jadeja, आप जो बोले अक्षर and all of these guys, Surya Kumar, Rohit, Virat. The team that Tarun Bhai said yesterday, I think that 15 probably is the most ideal one. Apart from that, I don't see anyone coming in or coming out. And then they'll go with this for a 2 month thing from August to October. They'll probably start working with these same players and not want any additions or subtractions from these 15. Like IR, KL, and all of these guys probably will fit in somewhere, and then Surya and all of these guys. But wait, again, I will have to wait and watch. Tomorrow again we'll be joining you guys tomorrow for the review of the whole entire Ashes. It's been a fantastic series. I've still been one of the greatest Ashes after a long time. I know Brain has spoiled it for most of us. I mean, काफी बारिश की वजह से problems हो चुके हैं, 4 test खराब हो गया and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, it's been a good Ashes to see good techniques, to see good strategies that we've learned as well over the years. Not to sort of completely play basketball, not completely play conventional, somewhere in the middle, get the right mix, and it's just been fun to see. I know Australia has won it बोलने वाले, but कहीं ना कहीं अगर मैनचेस्टर का होता तो मजा आता था कि ये टेस्ट में और मजा आता था. बट अगर ऐसी बारिश हो के फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया ऐसा सिचुएशन में रहती थी तो then it would have been probably more anxiety. But it's been a fantastic tournament, and yeah, I mean tomorrow as well India का last match है against sorry कल है परसों, I think परसों है मेरे हिसाब से. But it's going to be 1st August ko hai, and we'll be waiting and coming and reviewing that, previewing that along with the whole review of the Ashes. So yeah, stay tuned till then, and please do like, subscribe, and share to the channel. Thank you so much, Ibrahim bhai, for joining me. The reason I asked about Prashant Krishna is because BCI have given his recovery update along with Bumrah Khel. And punt. Now that's also interesting. भाई कुछ तो भी, इट्स लाइक अ ड्रामेटिक सीरीज हो जा रहा है. या नेटफ्लिक्स पे डाल देना इंडियन को स्क्वाड को पूरा भाई, खाली अपडेट ऐसे लाके ड्रामेटाइज कर दे रहे हैं. देन देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ दीस यंगस्टर्स हु आर वेस्टिंग टाइम विद, राइट? लाइक देन यू शुड जस्ट गॉट प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा को भी डाल दिया बोल तो अच्छा है. प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, नो डाउट, ही हैव बीन अ फैंटास्टिक प्लेयर, बट it's been long since he's not played. I don't know if he'll be able to come. And then Pant, I don't still think Pant is going to play because ACL मस्खरापना नहीं है यार. ACL जो है हुआ उसको, उस पे बैठ के खेलना बहुत टाइम लगेगा. बट अगेन if his knee is sort of reacting in a positive way, then you never know with India again. See, अब आप मेरे को ये बोले तो मेरे को और भी वो सोचने में डाल दे रहा हूँ मैं कि भाई अब 15 बिठाएंगे तो बिठाएंगे कैसे? अगेन बेचारे ये जो बच्चे खेल रहे हैं अभी वेस्ट इंडीज में, उन पे और प्रेशर आ गया. So it's just like someone is behind your head if you don't perform, and then this is exactly where people get competition anxiety and they're not able to sort of perform. And then once they don't perform, then they don't get a long rope, and then we see the whole chain of reaction again, same thing happening. But again, we'll have to wait for it. Then I think we'll just need to wait and watch कि क्या होने वाला है. A lot of drama happening in this Indian cricket team. But hopefully, yes, we will be joining you guys tomorrow for the review and preview of the 3rd ODI. Thank you so much for joining me, Ibrahim Bhai, and have a nice night. Good night.